What's up, YouTube? I'm Jared, you're watching Spinning Wheel, and this is number 8 in my top 10 supercars list. So, let's begin. At number 8, I have decided to put the Audi R8. Why not the Audi R8? It's already got an 8 in the name, so it fits perfectly at number 8. It's got V10 engines, or a V8, depending on which model you buy. The base model has the V8 engine. The V10 model, you can get two versions for the V10. There's the V10 normal and the V10 Plus. The only difference between the two is the V10 only has 540 horsepower. The V10 Plus has 610, so it's got 70 more horsepower than the normal V10. The V8 only costs $115,000. The V10, the basic one, costs $154,000. And the V10 Plus is going to put you at, I wrote it down, $175,000. And that's just for the basic stuff. That's without buying the extra paint colors, the caliper paint, any other additional, options that you want to put on your car. Alright, so we get to the big question. What is the top speed of the Audi R8 V10? It is 205 miles an hour. So, if that's all you wanted to know, you could stop watching the video right now. But please don't, because I've got a lot more to tell you. All 3 versions of the Audi R8 have a deploying spoiler that pops up after 75 miles an hour when you're going up in speed. And if you're coming down in speed, it will go back down at 50 miles an hour. So as long as you're going above 75 or between 75 and 50, that spoiler is going to be up and deployed. The gearbox that Audi offers, so you get 2 versions, obviously. There's an automatic and a manual. The automatic is a 7-speed automatic, and the manual is obviously 6-speed automatic, and both run their all-wheel drive systems. At 610 horsepower, the Audi R8 propels itself from 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. That is pretty darn fast. The V8 version, you'd be going 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, which isn't that bad, but if you're all about speed, the V10's obviously the way to go. Just like most supercars, Audi will be announcing what new engine they're going to be putting in the new Audi R8s. Right now, there's just a coupe, and you can get just the V8 or the V10. Most likely, Audi will be going to either a V6 twin turbocharged setup or a inline 5 turbo setup, meaning a convertible version once they decide the new engine. If you like to have options, whether it be paint, wheels, interior, anything like that, the V10 Plus is not going to be the option for you. You get 2 wheel choices, and basically it's the same wheel, but you get it in either aluminum or a titanium setup. If you get just the regular V10, I think there's 4 different wheel options, and those are specifically different wheel options, which is nice. The paint options are about the same for both cars. The interior options are about the same, but the V10 Plus, you only get 1 inlay option, and that's going to be a carbon fiber inlay where all the trim is. If you go with the V10, you've got a black wood and I think a mahogany as well as the carbon fiber. So the choice becomes, do I choose the horsepower or do I choose the more options? It's a tough choice, I know. I would go with the extra 70 horsepower personally, but all that new trim options, the wheel options, and the paint options do entice me just a little bit to sacrifice the 70 horsepower to maybe customize the car and make it look a little bit different than what everybody else is going to have. Now, something maybe not all of you know, because Audi and Lamborghini are sister companies, they use a lot of the same components. For example, Lamborghini Hurricane, they use the same engine, they use the same steering components, they use the same chassis mounts, they even use the same bulkheads. The brand new 2015 Audi R8 does look really good. I don't think it looks better than the old one. The sharp aggressive lines are good and they look great compared to all the other supercars. I mean, just about every supercar has sharp aggressive lines. Think about its sister company, Lamborghini. Every single one of those has the most sharp and aggressive looking lines ever. The old style Audi R8s has one of the best silhouettes for a supercar, in my opinion, that I've seen in a long time. And it's kind of sad to see it go, but I understand where Audi is going and updating the style to go with the times. My favorite part of the Audi R8 is the exhaust note. It has one of the greatest soundtracks in supercar history. It is so loud, so menacing. It's just phenomenal. If you haven't heard one, you need to go hear one because it is going to blow your socks off and you're going to fall in love with this car. Something else that might interest you is the Audi R8 holds its value extremely well. As far back as about 2010 to current, you will spend between $100,000 and $150,000 for a used Audi R8. If you go back to about 2008, maybe 2009, you can find them for $70,000 to $100,000. This car does hold its value really well. It doesn't depreciate very much over the lifespan. If you are looking to buy a used one, I would personally buy one from 2010 to 2011. You're going to get less miles and it's going to be on the cheaper end of that sort of used car scale. Alright, so that's it. Number 8 goes to the Audi R8 and I believe that it's well deserved. Next week I'm talking about a car that maybe not all of you know about, so get excited about that one. I'm excited to learn more about this particular car that I'm going to be sharing with you next week at number 7. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, do so right here. I'll put a spot right there-ish. Click on my hand. Click on the hand and you can subscribe to the channel. Also, like and share this video with your friends. And I will see you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. with number 7. Get excited. I know I am. I'm Jared, you're watching Spinning Wheel. Keep it yagging, have fun, be great. We'll see you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. with number 7.